And good morning. We question one accessory, don't think that piece is necessary. We agree you're dressed to kill, but wonder if you will. My name is Jacob Van Payne. This is Things You Might Not Have Heard for Friday, February the 11th, 2022. What we like to think of ourselves is as a fine source of news, not necessarily your first source of news, maybe not your second, but somewhere in the third, fourth range, you come check us out for news stories that are interesting, things that are worth chatting about, things that you might have missed when you heard Anderson Cooper announce he had another baby coming last night, which was also adorable. But yeah, some of these news stories didn't quite rank up that high. And of course, there's coronavirus and Ukraine and things like that. While we do delve into those type of stories, we like to go through what you tell us. Literally, you tell us what stories are the most conversational. And we want to thank the people who are viewing this on the extended channels for the Friday. We leave this also on my Jake Living Pain Facebook and YouTube page for extra love. So if you want to follow us on 4 other days a week, I will tell you about that in just a bit. But what I want you to do right now is sit back and relax, because we're going to let you know what you told us were the top stories, or some of the top stories to talk about, so you can go out and chat up those things coming up along the way on your Friday. Get your Friday started off the right way, the best way, the intelligent way, with great information that you actually provided. We'll explain that in a bit as well. And remember, you can help us out here at the home for great news and somewhat not so great commentary, depends on what you call it, by going to buymeacoffee.com/Cleveland and paying for basically a cup of coffee, a tea, rack of ribs, a couple burgers, a Subway sandwich, whatever you want to call it, for the price of just a small donation, about $5 or so, and you can make that work out. You can help pay the bills and get the stuff going, keep them going here on our little slice of heaven we call Things You Might Not Have Heard. Now, first story for the day, we're going to do 5 stories and tease one that's going to pop up in a bit. First story for the day is what we know about Kamila Valieva and the Olympic team figure skating medal ceremony. USA Today had this one, and they changed the headline a few times, and they changed the story a few times because we know a lot more about the young figure skater. Now, here is the whole thing that's been going on for a few days. Team figure skating happened probably 3 days ago, and the medal ceremony got held up because one of the Russians apparently tested positive for illegal drugs. And the next day, we found out that we're still waiting for the medal ceremony for the Russians for illegal drugs. Now, if the Russians get disqualified, that means Americans go from silver to gold. So we're waiting on that, all that good stuff. We find out that the Russian that qualified first, was apparently a minor. And the only minor on the team is 15-year-old Kamila Valieva. So all fingers point towards her, and it has been proven, it has been determined, it has been put out there for reals that she did test positive for a illegal substance. The ceremony is still up in the air, and the weird thing about this is we're not surprised that a Russian athlete, even a figure skater, tested positive for drugs, because that's kind of what they do. In fact, because of that, Russia's technically not in the Olympic Games. It's the Russian Olympic Committee. It's like people from Russia are kind of there on their own as rogue Russians, if you will. What do we know about the ceremony for medals going forward? We don't really know. They haven't had a ruling yet, as what I've seen so far. But we do have a face to the crime, and we'll see very soon whether they'll actually ban the Russians from showing up for these things, or just let this go like they let everything else basically go. Second story for the day. Kanye won't play Coachella unless Billie Eilish apologizes for Travis Scott diss. New York Post gets in on this one, and this is a pretty big one, even if you're not a fan of the new Ye or not. So Coachella is going on. Billie Eilish is basically running it. Kanye is one of the musical guests for that one. So it's going to happen. If you want to get out there and, mosh pit with folks who, and possibly get COVID, I guess, you're free to do that. However, the headliners, Kanye and Billie Eilish, are dissing on each other because of a diss Billie Eilish gave or threw out at Travis Scott after his very, very, very bad performance in Houston that caused the deaths of people and the crushing of folks in the crowd. She wasn't so happy about it. She was one of many actual artists who kind of, threw a little shade at Travis Scott for not handling his business. Kanye's good friend is a good friend with Travis Scott and decided to stand up for his boy. So we're going to see whether Kanye bows or if Billie Eilish bows or if Travis Scott actually does right by people with this one. And we'll find out when Coachella actually occurs. Third story for the day happens to be this one. Zendaya's Madame Tussauds wax figure has met with some mixed reviews. Popsugar.uk is the source of this one. And why would that be? Zendaya is a great actress. She's a very good range. She can play anything from actual teenagers to fairly mature young peoples. But her wax figure, not quite as great as she is, because as most of these things do, they don't quite look like her. In fact, I looked at it. I thought she looked like a professional wrestler. And not her. It's like looking like, wow, that looks just like Sonya Deville from WWE. Oh, that's Zendaya. Okay, I guess. Check it out. Look it up online. This is one you got to look to see, and you let me know your details, your opinion, where you think it's going, because I don't think it does her justice, because it just doesn't quite look like her. Your mileage may vary. Ex-Governor Andrew Cuomo personally files ethics complaint against New York Attorney General Letitia James for allegedly biased sexual harassment investigation. Lawandcrime.com is our source for that one. And this is one that's not going away. The Cuomo brothers, they are not going quietly in all this mess. Andrew Cuomo, who now is saying, well, he just sort of resigned, so it wouldn't be a distraction, but, maybe he'll run for governor again, he wasn't doing such a bad job. They're just all this noise and blah, 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 and whatever. He is suing the attorney general for calling his investigation and the whole thing biased. As in, like, I don't like you, Cuomo, so we're going to find some women who say you touched them weird, and we're going to go after you. We're going to see how well this stands up. One of the weirder things about politics and politicians is that when you see them in great lights, you see them in great lights until you don't. This doesn't happen as the way this happens for actors, musicians, for entertainers, because they do their thing, they go be quiet, and then they do something great to redeem themselves, or they keep doing the crazy stuff and keep looking like they're insane. For politicians, they're good until they're caught doing something, and they're basically all caught doing something. And they will lash out on everyone. And basically, what should ruin their actual comeback actually fuels it back. It's a weird thing with politicians. You can get caught with your hand in a cookie jar, say, I did not get my hand caught in a cookie jar, that was not my hand, and then go and slap someone. And that is, of course, your actual road to redemption. Here's Cuomo with his road to redemption, suing the people who are investigating him and saying, you know what, I might just run for governor again. Why the hell not? Cuomo, why the hell not? Now, I want to take a quick break from the news and get you one more story in just a bit. But this is a quick break to let you know that we are sponsored today by Bear Mattress. And if you visit thisisaconversationproject.com/Bear Mattress, you can get a great look at some great mattresses. Not just one mattress. There's plenty of mattresses. They're different texture, different feel, a hybrid mattress, if you will. And they all are the same magical mystique that they come to you shipped in a box that you open up and poof, a mattress appears. What they also have is blankets and sheets and pillows and all other things to help you get a good night's sleep. And what's really good about it, you get 365 days to lie down on it. This is not a leap year, so there's no extra wiggle room on this one. So you got that. You can get one next week. You can put it on your box spring. You can lay on it for about a year, and you will never send it back because you will fall madly in love with your Bear Mattress. Check them out at thisisaconversationproject.com/Bear Mattress. Thisisaconversationproject.com Bear Mattress, and get yourself a great mattress today. We get a small cut as an affiliate link for this one, but we want to let you know you're going to fall in love with them. So it is what it is, and you will do what you must do, and check out Bear Mattress. Now, our final story for the day, or at least from the past, in campaign ad, GOP Senate candidate Jim Layman shoots gun at actors playing Biden, Pelosi, and Senator Mark Kelly from the WashingtonPost.com. Quick hydration. This one is a bit of a mouthful. Jim Layman is running for a Senate seat, running against current Senator Mark Kelly in Arizona. Mark Kelly, the husband of Gabby Giffords, the former senator in Arizona, who stopped being a senator after she was shot in the face by a crazy guy with a gun. The man trying to replace the man who replaced the woman shot by a crazy man with a gun, put a TV ad on in the Wild West where he's shooting people dressed and looking like Biden, Pelosi, and Mark Kelly with guns in the Wild West because it's Arizona and it's cool and it's macho and it's stupid and it's ridiculous and nobody knows why these people do these things and get away with it. But we'll see. I don't think this is actually a close election, to be honest. I don't think this one's going to be a squeaker in any manner of the way. Some people are going to, they could pull from the Republican anyway because that's how they lean. I actually vote most of my voting life has been, probably 60, 65, 70% GOP type things because that's where I lean. I lean a little bit right of center. The problem is the Republicans tend to be crazy, as opposed to back when the Democrats tend to be crazy. Now they're all just sort of crazy in their own sort of way. And it's just a matter of the Democrats are more fiscal crazy and the Republicans are now just crazy. So it's hard for me to follow any of those guys. I'm not in Arizona. I don't have a quote unquote dog in this fight. So, it means not that much except for, who runs the House and who runs the Senate, who runs Congress, stuff like that. But you would think that there are better ways to advertise and get people's attention instead of a campaign that shows you shooting people in the face, where the person who held that job is famously known for being shot in the face and almost dying. Cringe face. There you go. Teaser for a story that's coming up. I think it may have posted as we started doing this live thing here. So it's coming up in the bit. Forget that picture. I stopped the video because it was all sort of weird. But this is a story we may be talking about come Monday. Now, Monday, we've got 4 days to cover. We got from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and early Monday. So there's a good chance this one pops in there if this is along your lines of curiosity. But this is the story. The headline: beloved rock band calls it quits after decades together. This is something that popped up very late last night, so I put it in and set it up to post early this morning. That band, if you can see my big screen, is the Mighty Bosstones. This is a band that's been performing together. Yes, 40 years as a band, 40 years on the road, 40 years doing various things, mostly underground successes, ska, pop type stuff in that big revival. And of course, the impression that I get, basically probably their biggest actual hit, although more off that album did make some pop noise, including the really, really cool Rascal King. That's my favorite one on the album. But the Mighty Bosstones are basically wrapping it up after 40 years. And, the Stones can do it forever, but I think they're zombies. So that's that. But the Mighty Bosstones are going to call it quits after 40 years on the road. And they're all great musicians. They're all find other things to do. But as a major band in this form, it shall go away. And music is going to find itself at a great loss very, very soon. So we'll have that up there. If it's something that's in your interest, you can engage with this one and pop it up there. Now, how is all this engagement talk and whatever, all that stuff? Let's get into that. Let's do that, shall we? You can find us and information about us at thisisaconversationproject.com. You can also, as the most second thing that's important, finding us is giving us money. Go to buymeacoffee.com/JakeLivingPain and you can help donate to the coffee fund. Keep us caffeinated, keep us going, keep things moving, and help keep the lights on here at the business. Now, I talk about getting stories in and engaging with stuff. If you follow us on Facebook or Twitter, we post a new news story about every 50 minutes. And as they pop up in the feed, when you go check your stuff, you can engage with it. You can like it, you can love it, you can hate it, you can share it. On Facebook, we're at This Is a Conversation Project. On Twitter, we are th_conversation. Follow us there and see what's going on. Reply back there, talk to us there. we reply back and talk to as many people as possible when they engage with us on there personally, because we want to make sure these are conversational stories. That's the whole point of the Conversation Project, was to find the most conversational news stories to chat about and not just get stuck on the breaking news that never seems to stop breaking. So there's all that. And the teaser song for the day from the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, Hell of a Hat. This is a bit of a swerve here. This is a song, the favorite song of one of my best friends, Katie, from college. And it was the weirdest thing because we found about the song it was like a video show and it probably was on VHS, to be honest. And it was like, wow, that's a cool song. Where can we find it? And it was like a deep cut off an album that was previously unreleased. Now with Spotify and everything out there online, we can find it. But back then, way back in the early 90s, if a song went out and it wasn't very popular and you just stumbled upon it, you may have a hard time finding it. Now you can. So check it out. It's Hell of a Hat by the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. It's one of their, it's a very good song, but like I said, it's one of their deep cut earlier type of songs that is hard to find, or it's hard to find in CD form at least. And now the Spotify's take care of them all. This has been Things You Might Not Have Heard for Friday, February 11th, 2022. We'll be back again on Monday where we'll cover stories from today, this Friday, to early Monday. How do we cover this? What we do is we take the stories, top 15 stories from the range. Now, the rest of the days, it's about 30 days from a Tuesday to Wednesday or so. It's about 90 stories, 30 stories, about 90 stories, course over the weekend. And we will go through the top 15 stories that you say are the tops. Your engagement gives us a score. We put it into a spreadsheet that does some magic numbers. It gives us a top to bottom. And like we say, we take those top ones. We pick the 5 ones that are most conversational and not necessarily the top of the line news. Like that story about this figure skating. That's pretty much big news right now. But the breakdown of it, we thought we felt that went really well with Kanye West dissing on Billie Eilish, dissing on Travis Scott. Your mileage may vary. Let us know in the comments. Let us know as you can. And thank you very much for all the people who joined me on my main channels on Facebook and on YouTube today. If you want to follow along for regular viewings, just follow us on our Facebook channel or our YouTube channel for This Is a Conversation. Look for hashtag This Is a Conversation on YouTube. And for Facebook, it's just This Is the Conversation Project. We're out. Thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your Super Bowl. We will probably talk about some scores and some big things happening in that one come Monday. I'm sure you guys are going to care about that one. In the meantime, you let us know what's conversational. You let us know what the news is you want to talk about. You let us know. We'll talk about it. We will see you Monday morning.